Scott Weatherford.
I'm Andrew Gonzalez.
I'm Macie, Benton.
I'm Bott.
And I'm Alexis, Kirkwood. Motivation is the process by which a person's efforts are energized, directed, and sustained towards attaining a goal.
Motivation can occur within a workplace, the school, and also within athletics.
In our video today, we'll show you some ways of effective and ineffective motivation through role play. And also we will have people discussing how motivation influences them, their employees, their teammates, and also them in the school.
Motivation in athletes are intricate keys to success. Today we have Coach Ettinger, the strength and conditioning coach for Eastern Illinois University football, explaining characteristics of motivation in sports.
Motivation also plays a key role in academics. Students both use it to motivate themselves and to achieve their goals.
Motivation is a key factor in businesses. It is used in many different ways, from bosses motivating employees and even from employees motivating each other. It is a key factor due to the fact that every worker needs positive reinforcement. As a physical therapist assistant at St. Mary's Hospital, I'm not only motivated by my employers and employees, but also by my patients. Bob Benton, owner of Top Quality Roofing, will give us a little insight into how motivation plays a role within his business.
My name is Bob Benton. I own Top Quality Roofing Company. It's a commercial sheet metal and roofing company in Central Illinois.
Okay, how do you keep your employees motivated?
Well, we try to keep them motivated mostly by keeping everybody as busy as we can without making people feel swamped and overworked. I think it's very important that people need to stay busy without, feeling the pressures of having too much to do.
Okay. Is there a difference in performance between a motivated team and an unmotivated team? And if so, what are the differences?
Without a doubt, simply put, a motivated team is always happy, and you can tell that. And an unmotivated team is very unhappy. Therefore, they're not pleased with what they're doing on an everyday basis, and they just don't do a good job.
Okay. And is it difficult to keep employees motivated? And explain why or why not.
Without sounding like a broken record, if you keep everybody busy, they stay motivated. If they're not busy, they're just not motivated, and it doesn't work. Things don't work out well. I think people, for the most part, want to stay busy, and when they are, they do a better job. They're much more productive.
Okay, thank you very much.
Scott, do you have these reports done for me?
I'm really sorry. I'm working as hard as I can.
What have you been doing?
I've been trying to work on this. It's
Do you not understand that we all stay here late? I mean, everyone needs to put their time in. I feel like you haven't been doing anything.
I've been working as hard as I can.
Scott, I'm going to have to think about it, all right? I played the role of the employer in this situation. I feel that I did not do a very good job of motivating my employees. I feel that Scott was doing a good job, but I didn't realize his good attributes to our business. I feel that in the future that I definitely could try harder in helping my employees and getting them to do better work.
I played the role of the employee. I feel my boss did not handle herself very well in motivating me. I feel like she could have used some positive reinforcement, and she could have done other things that would have better influenced me than being negative.
Scott, how's that work coming along?
Good. Finishing it up.
Do you need any help or anything? I was thinking I could get some extra people to come help you.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, okay, definitely. Do you need any help with your outline or anything? Because it looked great before.
Yeah, any help would help.
Yeah, definitely. Well, if you want to come to my office hours later to my office, you can come and I can help. I played the employer again in this situation. I feel that I definitely helped Scott with all of his work and definitely provided him with good positive reinforcement. This will help a lot in the workplace because everybody needs some encouragement and motivation, and I think he'll do a good job from here on out.
I played the role of the employee. I felt like my boss did an extremely good job of instilling positive reinforcement to me. When you have a boss that is courteous to you in the workforce, then it makes your overall experience pleasant and you want to work for that person.
Motivation is an important part of the academic environment. It not only proves whether students succeed or fail, but it directly impacts their time outside of school.
Hi guys, welcome to Management and Organizational Behavior today. I have some progress reports for you, so I think you guys should take a look over them because they're not very good. This is yours, Scott.
Ooh, buddy.
Here you go. And this is yours.
Excuse me? Excuse me.
1 minute.
Are you serious? Excuse me.
Okay, what's wrong?
I didn't get any credit on this.
On what?
On this exam.
Well, probably because you did a really bad job on it. I mean, there's no point in giving you a 20% because that's probably what you deserved.
I spent like 30 minutes on this.
Oh, a whole 30 minutes?
And I was studying all last night.
I'm sorry, you're in college. You need to spend a little bit more than 30 minutes. Did you have a problem too?
Yeah, none of us got graded fairly on this exam. We don't know how to.
Oh, you didn't get graded fairly?
I don't feel like I did.
I feel like I'm not a very good grader.
I feel like you're not being a very good student. You guys should all spend more time and more studying, and then you would get the grades you deserve.
But it doesn't matter because we come to class all the time and you don't help us after, so what do you expect?
Well, if you want to do better, then you better try harder. Hi guys, welcome to Management and Organizational Behavior. And today I have some progress reports for you guys just to let you know how you're doing so far. And if any of you guys have any issues, just let me know and I can try to help you out. Is there something wrong, Scott?
It just wasn't the grade I was expecting.
Well, I know on this assignment you didn't do quite as well as you were hoping for, but I am letting you guys do some resubmissions and I'll give you some credit back for it because I know that you can do, I know you're capable of a little better than that, and I understand you guys are probably busy, but I'm going to have more office hours if any of you guys need any help, and also there's tutoring sessions now available, so if you want to sign up for those, you can do whatever. Do either of you guys have any questions?
Yeah, what time are tutoring hours going to be?
Actually they're going to be on Wednesdays from 4 to 5. Does that work with everyone, or does anyone need any different ones?
Perfect.
All right. Well, I know that you guys can do really well, so from here on out, let's just all work together and we'll really improve the grades.
Okay.
Thank you.
In the first clip, we explained negative motivation in the academic fields, or specifically how students deal with negative motivation. Obviously, the first skit, you had a negative teacher who wasn't really motivating her class when they tried asking for feedback or kind of tried giving input into how their feelings were. It was kind of shot down and it didn't really motivate them. And it's obviously something that could definitely affect student performance.
In the second clip, she was a lot better. She offered ways for us to improve our grades, and she made her office hours more flexible. She told us about the tutoring and everything, and then she also was positive in motivating us by saying that she knows that we can do it, and even though it didn't turn out that well the first time, we always have next time. And you could just really tell that she wanted us to succeed.
In the first clip, I realized as a teacher I did not do a very effective job of motivating my students. In order to be motivational, you have to provide ways for people to do better and give them opportunities to improve. However, I just focused on their negatives and told them that it was their own faults. In order to be a motivational person or even a motivational teacher, you have to be willing to help and you have to be willing to give positive feedback and positive reinforcement, like I did in the second clip by telling the students I knew that they could do a better job and there was plenty of room for improvement. Motivation comes from not only you telling the students they can do better, but also it comes from the teacher being willing to help the students. So in school and in college and any academic field, teachers and students have to be willing to work together, and that's when motivation really occurs.
Motivation in team sports is crucial. As a member of the Eastern Illinois football team, motivating an entire team requires a large task to keep an entire team motivated. Coach Ettinger, who is the strength and conditioning coach for the football team, will provide supporting facts on how to keep a team motivated on and off the field. How important is motivation in sports?
I would venture to say that motivation is the sole thing that matters in a sporting endeavor if anybody wants to be successful or they want to win. Very rarely, occasionally, winning boils down to talent. More often than not, hard work will beat talent at the end of the day. And in order to work hard, you got to be motivated.
How does positive motivation impact performance?
Again, more often than not, there are the few athletes that are motivated through negative reinforcement. More often than not, though, positive reinforcement, positive motivation is going to allow an athlete to get into their comfort zone, to have a positive state of mind in order to be able to go out and perform their best.
What are techniques used by you to help motivate players?
There are a lot of different techniques. It really depends. It all boils down to the individual. Like I said, everybody's motivation is a very intrinsic thing to them. Everybody's just the sum of their own experiences. On the surface, it seems like having goals that are set would be a motivation. Athletes' desire for wins, athletes' desire for stats, athletes' desire for titles, championships are a motivation. I actually tend to disagree with that. I feel like that's a goal and that's a step. To me, what truly motivates an athlete, you've really got to kind of get down to the base layer and find out how they define themselves and what it is about those things that drives them, or what gives them the desire to achieve the goals that they set for themselves. A lot of different techniques, and being able to talk to an athlete and to spur them on. You've got to know where they come from. You've got to know what drives them. You've got to know who they are as an individual in order to get the most out of them. It could be as simple as writing something on a piece of paper and handing it to them. It could be going out and finding specific workouts that they like to do. It could be giving them motivational quotes, showing them videos, all kinds of different things. Really it's just kind of all boils down to whatever strikes a chord with that particular individual.
Touchdown! Two-point conversion, good. The Panthers win.
As you can tell, motivation is a key factor in the workplace, in schools, and in team sports. Without motivation, none of these functions would run smoothly.
Direction, persistence, and feedback are three components that are, if used properly, can help employees, players, and students succeed in their respective area.